Get ready with me while I talk about what I wish I knew before I started teaching. First thing is, I knew that teachers don't get paid a lot, but I did not realize that you do not get paid for the workload that you do. Teachers do so much more than just their 7 to 3 or 8 to 4, whatever their schedule is. Going off of the money topic, you are going to spend a lot of your money on your classroom or just things for your kids. You're gonna get mad about it and then you're just gonna keep doing it. I've spent so much money on treasure box, on room transformations, on supplies for my kids. So I would go ahead and start saving notebooks or crayons or colored pencils, markers, whatever it is, if you are a first year teacher coming up. A really big one for me was how many decisions you'll make in one day. I feel like I was always told that the mental workload is exhausting, but by the time you get home, you are drained some days, and some days you'll get home and you'll be super energetic, so I guess it just depends. But some days you will get home and not want to talk, not want to do anything at all, and it can be mentally draining. Another thing is how your to-do list is never ending. I have to use this for this because I don't have another sponge right now. But your to-do list is never ending. I am a to-do list girl, so I love making a to-do list for anything, but you are always adding more to it. Whether it's lesson plans, making copies, or going to one of your kids' games, there's a lot on your to-do list. Also, I make my own copies. What does your school do? Because I have heard that they have somebody that makes their copies for them. The next one is that you are not just a teacher, you are a nurse, a therapist, all of the things. And I actually started college out with my psych degree and I wanted to be a marriage counselor. And so that's like the one thing that does intrigue me. I love the side of getting to actually help kids, help them with their emotions, help them with making friends, whatever it is. And yeah, you're more than just a teacher. You are going to, yes, be drained, like I said, but there are also going to be days where you cry. And whether it's because you know what a kid is going home to, or you just felt like you gave so much that day and you don't have any more to give, or whatever it is, there are going to be days where it's just a lot for you. One thing that I had to learn my first year of teaching was to leave it at the door and not bring work life home, and don't bring home life into your work life. One thing with this is like lesson planning. I always either do it in my breaks throughout the day or stay after school or come early, because I try my best not to bring it home. I know for some people it's not ideal, but for me, that's what works. Sometimes the kids are never the hardest part, it's who you work with. There are tons of different types of people that you work with, and whether they are veteran teachers or just, whatever it is, not everyone is going to agree with you. Not everyone is going to support what you're doing in your classroom, and that is okay. It's important to find your people and to know who you can go to ask questions, or just finding that mentor person that's going to help you and guide you and lead you in the right way. Going off of this, what works in someone else's classroom might not work for yours, just like what works in your classroom may not work for theirs. And also, something that you do one year is not always going to work the next year. The thing that I love about teaching is that you never know the impact that you're actually making. Some of my kids will come back and invite me to their shows or whatever it is, and they want me to be there, and it just goes to show that like I was a good teacher. Like, they did like me, they do want me there. And like, I talk to most of the parents still, and a lot of the parents keep up with me on social media or whatever it is. And so you never know the impact that you're gonna have. Going off of how impactful you are as a teacher, you are also someone's safe place. So just having the thought of kids come in here and I am making this classroom more than just a classroom is so powerful, and getting to impact those kids and make them feel welcome, make them feel safe, make them feel like themselves is just an honor. Not only is it for them, but it's for me too. Lastly is that it's okay not to love it every single day. There's gonna be hard days, and that doesn't make you a bad teacher. And there's going to be people that are like, oh, you had a bad day, maybe you don't love it. Oh, you had a bad day, maybe you should quit. because I've had people tell me that. And no, I think that it's okay to have bad days and it's okay to not love it every single day. I feel like there's always going to be pros and cons to every job, and as a teacher, the pros outweigh the cons. So that's why I love it. And even though that there are some things that I wasn't prepared for, now that I know, I'm glad to share them. Hope you have the best day ever.